Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90-Day Fiancé David and Annie update fans on baby's RSV struggle. 90-Day Fiancé stars Annie Suwan and David Toborowsky are updating fans on their daughter, Minthira's RSV struggle. She was recently hospitalized and has been watched around the clock. So, how is the little love doing, and will she be home soon? Keep reading for more details. It was such a blessing for 90-Day Fiancé stars Annie Suwan and David Toborowsky to find out they were expecting. He already had children from his previous marriage, but the couple waited until they were ready to have a baby together. They underwent IVF due to David having had a vasectomy, and this was their best chance. Soon enough, they learned they were having a daughter, and were thrilled. Since then, the duo has been living in Thailand, where they welcomed Minthira on March 11, 2025. It has been an incredible experience, but sadly, things have turned. Minthira was hospitalized with RSV, which is a virus impacting the lungs, nose, and throat. David noted that she had been vaccinated, but it still affected her. They have shown snaps of her getting breathing treatments and medications to help her. Now, David and Annie have an update about how Minthira is faring. In a social media post, the couple detailed the pain that they went through seeing their daughter suffer. She did not want to eat, so she had to get an IV, which broke Annie. Minthira is still being taken for treatments, and Annie wiped away tears as she explained what was happening. The 90-Day Fiancé fan favorites continued on, stating that Minthira still has a fever, and the cough is lingering. They added that she is experiencing a setback, and as David Toborowsky tried to detail Minthira's status, Annie was visibly shaken. Their daughter, again, is not eating, so an IV is necessary, and they have asked for continued prayers. Finally, David noted that they will continue updating everyone the more that they know, but thanked everyone for their support. Fortunately, the 90-Day Fiancé couple has incredible support from their co-stars and the community. Everyone is sending love and prayers their way, although some have been horribly cruel toward them. This is completely unwarranted, as Annie Suwan and David Toborowsky are navigating unimaginable territory. Regardless, the love and light are overwhelming. Darcy Silva, sending prayers and lots of healing energy and love. Annie Francisco, God pass your blessed hand to improve the baby. Other 90-Day Fiancé followers stated that they just wanted to hug Annie and encouraged them to never lose faith. Hopefully, the next update will be far better, and Minthira will get 90-Day Fiancé has witnessed countless love stories unfold across borders and timelines. Among the most cherished couples to emerge from the series is David Toborowsky and Annie Suwan. Their cross-continental love, filled with warmth, humor, and a touch of sass, has long captured the hearts of fans worldwide. But now, the couple faces one of the most emotional and terrifying challenges yet, not as newlyweds navigating cultural differences, but as new parents watching their child battle RSV. David and Annie recently took to social media to share a heartfelt update about their baby's struggle with respiratory syncytial virus, RSV, an illness that has been increasingly affecting infants worldwide. In an emotional video posted to Instagram, Annie, her voice trembling but resolute, addressed their followers. "We never thought we'd go through something like this. Seeing your baby struggle to breathe, it's the worst feeling in the world. A frightening diagnosis. It all began with what seemed like a harmless cold. Their baby, who they've affectionately nicknamed Peanut, had a stuffy nose and slight cough. At first, we thought it was just the weather change," David explained. Peanut was a little fussy, but nothing alarming. However, within just 48 hours, things took a dark turn. The baby developed a high fever, rapid breathing, and was visibly struggling to nurse. Annie recalls, "His chest was going up and down so fast, and he had this wheezing noise. I just knew something was wrong." The couple rushed their infant to the emergency room, where doctors diagnosed the baby with RSV, a common but potentially dangerous respiratory virus for infants. They told us RSV is something many babies get, but it can be very serious, especially for little ones under 6 months, David shared. Hospital nights and sleepless hours. Peanut was admitted to the pediatric wing immediately. The following days became a blur of medical machines, round-the-clock care, and an endless waiting game. We slept on a chair. We didn't leave the room, not even once, Annie said, tears in her eyes. I just kept praying, asking God to help him breathe, to make him better. David tried to be the rock Annie needed, but admitted he broke down too. When you're a dad, and you see your child hooked up to oxygen, not understanding what's going on, it crushes you. I kept wishing it was me instead of him. Fans flooded their social media pages with messages of love, encouragement, and prayers. Annie and David shared daily updates, sometimes with a smile, other times with heavy hearts. But even in the darkest hours, their love and unity shone through. The turning point. After several agonizing days, the couple finally received some hopeful news. Peanut's oxygen levels were improving. The breathing treatments were working, and his body was fighting back. The doctors said we turned a corner, David wrote in one emotional post. It was the first time Annie and I could breathe again. They shared a touching video of Annie holding Peanut, wrapped in a soft blanket, gently rocking him to sleep. He smiled today, Annie whispered. It was small, but it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. The support from fans was overwhelming. Messages poured in from Thailand to Kentucky, with people sharing their own RSV stories, parenting advice, and blessings. It felt like the world was holding our hand, said David. Coming home, a new beginning. Finally, after a week in the hospital, the Toborowskys were allowed to bring Peanut home. Though still under close watch, the doctors felt confident in his recovery progress. We walked out of that hospital with the biggest gratitude in our hearts, David said. We knew we had a long road ahead, but we weren't walking it alone. Back home, Annie turned their living room into a baby-safe sanctuary, complete with a humidifier, cozy blankets, and lullabies playing 24/7. I'm not letting him out of my sight, she laughed, though her voice still carried a layer of lingering worry. David, ever the supportive husband, and now a doting dad, took over diaper duty and midnight feeds. This whole experience made me fall in love with Annie even more, he said. Her strength, it's something I can't describe. A message to other parents. The couple has now taken it upon themselves to raise awareness about RSV. We didn't know much about it, Annie admitted, but if our story can help even one parent catch it early, it's worth it. David echoed the sentiment, adding, trust your gut. If you think something is wrong with your baby, don't wait. Get help. Ask questions. Be annoying if you have to. Your baby is counting on you. They plan to partner with pediatric organizations to share resources and possibly launch a vlog series documenting their journey through parenthood, from cultural parenting styles to navigating health crises like RSV.